Now we come to meditation, and today's meditation is mind watching meditation. Before taking you to the experience of this meditation, a few things, very important things, must be understood. As the name of the meditation suggests, mind watching meditation, it implies mind has to be watched. So first of all, you must know what is mind. Mind is not any entity of your body, not any organism of your body. It is simply the functioning of your brain. You must know clearly as to what mind is. You understand thoughts. Mind is nothing but a chain of thoughts, a bundle of thoughts. Round the clock, 24/7, thoughts are coming and going. They are passing into your mind like a big traffic. You have to get rid of traffic of thoughts. That is what the essence of meditation is. You must never forget what meditation means. Maharshi Patanjali says, Dhyanam nirbhishayo mana, which means being in a state of contentless consciousness. When your consciousness is there, but no thoughts are there, no thing is there. That state of being without thoughts is the state of being in meditation. So you have to get rid of thoughts. For getting rid of thoughts, there is only one methodology, and that is you have to watch your thoughts. You have to watch the traffic of thoughts coming and going into your head. Just as a traffic constable watching the traffic coming and going. You have simply to observe the thoughts. And this observation is to be made without judgment. Observation without judgment, that is the essence. You have simply to keep observing. You have simply to keep watching. In other words, you have to simply become a witness to your thoughts. Becoming witness means you are simply watching, but not thinking whether it is a good thought or a bad thought, right thought or wrong thought. No involvement, no attachment with any thought. Simply a watcher on the hills. You have not to try to stop thoughts. You have simply to see the thoughts. You have to simply watch the thoughts. You have to simply witness the thoughts. You have to simply observe the thoughts. They are coming and going. You are simply observing the guests. Just watching them will create the miracle of freeing you of all the thoughts. Watching the thoughts will create the great miracle of thoughtlessness, and that may take you to the experience of bliss, to the experience of your innermost core, to the experience of your inner being, to the experience of the only one which is unknown, which is the great guest. You may call it the soul, you may call it the God, and it takes ultimately to enlightenment. When you gradually start watching the thoughts, you will experience two significant consequences. The first result will be, gradually watching and watching, you will come to experience that you are not the thoughts, that you are entirely separate from the thoughts, that thoughts are coming and going, they are like guests, they are like the traffic, they have nothing to do with you. You are not identified with the thoughts, you are separate from them. The greatest irony of this life is we identify ourselves with the thoughts. But with sincere practice of watching the thoughts, the first experience that will come to you is that you are separate from the thoughts. You are not the thoughts. You are not identified with the thoughts. And this is very remarkable gift that will come to you after a little practice of observing the thoughts. And the second result, that is more important and valuable, you will come to know that this chain of thoughts is not continuous. If you start closely watching the thoughts as a witness, you will find that small intervals have started arising between two thoughts. Sometimes the interval may be very little, razor as interval, but gradually you will find that the interval is increasing. And when you will experience the interval between two thoughts, in those moments of interval of thoughts, you will be established within yourself, you will experience the taste of the soul, you will experience the glimpses of your inner being, and which will certainly be a glimpses of blissfulness. So this meditation is very powerful and it can take you to the state of enlightenment if you can practice it sincerely. A little practice every day can bring about a great transformation in you. In due practice you will find that as long as you are watching, your interval is increasing. You are witnessing the thoughts and your witnessing will start growing more and more powerful. A stage will come when 10% thoughts have started disappearing. Your witnessing will become more powerful. Thoughts will become lesser. A moment will come when 50% of your thoughts will disappear. A moment will come when 90% of your thoughts will disappear. And if you continue witnessing, if you continue watching, a moment will come when 99% of thoughts will disappear, and a moment will come when 100% of thoughts will disappear. The road is clean. The traffic is no more. Now, what will you be watching? In that state, the observer will be observing himself. You will be observing your own self because there is nothing else to be observed. And in that state, Krishnamurti says, the observer becomes the observed. And that is the state when you happen to reach your home. That is the state of enlightenment that may dawn to you by practicing this meditation. Now, I want to tell you the most important dimension attached with this meditation. I will not take you to the watching of the thoughts directly. First, you have to be made in a position to be able to watch the thoughts. So, before watching the thoughts, two more steps I will take you to practice. The first step is fast and deep breathing. And the second step is intense humming for 10 times. These two steps are very important because these steps are important for creating a state of semi-catharsis in you. There is so much of rubbish, so much of complexity at the subtler levels of your being, at the mental level, at the emotional level, and even more subtler levels. So, for making you disturbance free and making you able to watch the thoughts without any hindrance from your inner physical, mental and emotional levels, these two practices are mandatory. And the third step will be watching the thoughts. So, I have already explained you these two steps earlier several times. So, but still once I will explain you the first step and the second step. The first step is fast and deep breathing. So, you have to breathe in and breathe out vigorously and intensely, as vigorously as possible, as intensely as possible, so that it will make you meditative. And the second step is intense humming. I will demonstrate it once. While humming, you have to ensure that your belly is slightly moving inside. Your belly is slightly moving inside. The third step is watching your thoughts. With eyes closed, you will stand out. You will stand outside your body and you will watch. Now this thought is coming to your mind. then another thought is coming, then another thought is coming. Watch each thought. Sometimes you may think that no thought is coming, then don't treat as if no thought is coming, because when you think that no thought is coming, this is also a thought. But you have simply to keep watching the thoughts. Just continue watching the thoughts for 10 minutes. With a little practice, you will be able to watch for more and more longer times. As for today, you have to watch your thoughts for 10 minutes. So now we come to the practice. The first step, you have to sit in a comfortable posture on a sofa or a chair or on your bed. Be comfortable. Let your body relax. Just become totally tension free. Spine erect. Whole body in a state of total relaxation. In all the 3 steps, the posture will remain the same. So now the first step. For about 3 minutes, you have to breathe vigorously and intensely. Start, everybody. Fast and deep, fast and deep, fast and deep, fast and deep. Keep it fast, keep it deep, keep it fast, keep it deep, keep it fast, keep it deep. Put all your energy into deeper and deeper, faster and faster breathing. Yes, continue, 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 continue. Don't stop, never stop, never stop. You have to do it at least 5 minutes every day. But today, being the first day, you can do it for up to 3 minutes. So please, once again with full vigor and full energy, continue. Beautiful. Enough for today. Relax a little. You have already been pushed into a meditative posture. Now the second step, intense humming for 10 times. You will breathe in deeply first and then you will start humming. Slightly allowing the belly moving inward. Through these two steps, physically, mentally, emotionally, and at the subtler levels of your body, you have become well prepared for the final step, watching the mind. Watching the mind means you have to start watching your thoughts. Nothing to be guided by me in these 10 minutes. You have to keep in mind that you are simply an observer of the thoughts. You are not making any judgment as to whether a particular thought is right or wrong, good or bad, moral or immoral. Non-judgmental. You are watching or witnessing or seeing the thoughts. Seeing them from a distance. You will come across two experiences. Number one, that you are not identified with the thoughts. You are not the thoughts, you are separate from them. They are the guests coming from outside. They have to do nothing with your soul. At the level of your soul, at the level of your being, there is absolute silence, absolute stillness, and a state of blissfulness. No thoughts are there. These all thoughts are from outside. Watch them, continue watching, they will start disappearing and gradually disappearing, and ultimately when all thoughts will have disappeared, what will remain to be seen? You yourself remain to be seen. You start seeing yourself. That is why that moment is known as the moment of self-realization, the moment of enlightenment. The observer becomes the observed. You are seeing yourself, you are observing yourself, you have become established within yourself. So now setting you free for the 10 minutes. Watch your thoughts, and watch your thoughts for 10 minutes. Okay, enough for today. My love, thank you.